Sit back, relax, and get ready because this is Things Mom Never Said, Secrets to Aging Well. Welcome back to Things Mom Never Said. This is April Rocky and my mother,
Sherry.
And we are here today to talk about another topic of transformation that we thought would be beneficial for you all. And joining us today is our guest, Courtenay Lindsey. I'm just going to read a quick little bio about her so you know who she is. Courtenay Lindsey is a Naples, Florida-based travel advisor and luxury design professional who believes a little magic can transform any experience. With a background in high-end client service and leadership within the Interior Design Society, she's built her career around creating spaces and journeys that feel personal, seamless, and memorable. As a travel advisor with Fora Travel, Courtenay specializes in curating thoughtfully designed itineraries that go beyond logistics, blending comfort, intention, and those unexpected moments that make a trip unforgettable. She also serves as community board chair for Big Brothers Big Sisters, where her passion for connection and creating meaningful moments extends into her community. Courtenay believes that the best experiences, whether at home or around the world, are the ones that make people feel seen, cared for, and just a little bit enchanted. So welcome, Courtenay.
Yes,
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're super excited to have you because I love to travel and have been all over the world. But my mom is now embarking on travel. And so we're both kind of excited to talk to you about how travel can help us in our health and expand our horizons, but also how traveling as a woman and as an age is, or as we age, is also beneficial. So, tell us about how you kind of, what was your foray into travel?
It's going to sound so cliche, is that I love to travel.
Awesome.
And studies show even that sometimes planning the travel is just as beneficial, if not more, than actually taking the trip, because you're resetting your brain, getting ready for this travel. So you're learning new things, reading new things, seeing new things, and the excitement. So you're lowering your cortisol levels, your stress levels, just by planning.
Wow.
And your hope and excitement gets your dopamine levels up.
That makes sense, because the minute you submit that, oops, there goes my mom's phone again. Hey.
Thank you for pointing it out. I know.
Well, what I was going to say is the moment you hit send on the PTO request form is the minute everything kind of just like, calms down, because you know it's going to happen. You're going to get a break.
100%.
So I have traveled a lot for business and pleasure. And one of the things I do is completely disassociate myself with who I am on my day to day. I want to be in a place of wonder and awe and not have a schedule, just relax. I want my nervous system to regulate and me to completely calm down. So I love to see and do new things, but I love to just sit at the beach by the pool and let somebody bring me drinks while I read a trashy magazine.
We all have different travel identities, right? So I am let me look and see what I want to do here. Like, what's the top 25 things in the place I'm going to? And not that I'm going to hit all 25, but I want to know that there's a couple that I do want to do. So usually I have a day of complete relaxation where I do absolutely nothing. Just maybe meander or just have no plan of action. But then I do like to have some sort of plan, like, okay, I know that Thursday, because a lot of places when you travel overseas, if you want to go to any of the museums or you want to go into a church, you have to book a reservation. Even for the Eiffel Tower now, you can't just walk up to the Eiffel Tower. You have to make a reservation. So you do kind of have to have a plan. But there are plenty of people who say vacation for me is sitting and not doing anything, just reading a book, whatever the case may be, or drinking or whatever. So we all have that different identity. And the fact that and I know what our travel identity is amazing. It's
Mm-hmm.
wonderful for maybe your mom to now find out what her travel identity is, or someone
Yeah.
who's going out for the first time as we age. This is their first time going out. They get to learn. That's
Mm.
part of the travel as well, as getting to learn who you are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's great.
Mom, do you think you have a travel identity, or how do you like to travel?
I think I do have a travel identity. Most of my traveling has been with several women. I have a lot of friends that are widows, and we go in groups and cut back on our savings a little bit sometimes. But I have found that my favorite thing is to be in the mountains or by the water and slowing down and taking in the beauty of wherever I'm at. And then the having some drinks and socializing and talking and just kind of hanging in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would add to your travel identity, you like to talk and create relationships the whole time.
Well, that is really good. Thank you.
Yes.
I know it is true.
Yeah, which is different from me because I don't want to talk to anybody.
Well, there you go.
Sherry, I'm half Sherry, half April. It kind of depends. If I'm
Okay.
out and about on my day that I'm out and about, I'm talking to everybody. Oh, where are you from? Oh, you're from Canada. I have a friend who's from Canada. Like, stuff like that. Or if it's my day that I'm chilling, I'm like, oh, please don't bother me. I'm here by myself.
Right, right,
So
yes.
I think I'm a little bit of both depending on my day.
That's
Hmm.
good. That's good.
Yeah,
That's a good
yeah,
mix.
yeah,
Yes.
it is.
Hmm.
You're our travel love child.
There you go. That's
Right.
perfect.
And we just found the name of this podcast.
There you go. I love
Oh
That's
my gosh.
good.
So I have some girlfriends, and we have been trying to plan a girl trip since we all turned 50. Now we're all turning 55, and we still have not done the trip. So I think the thing that when we were talking offline is that really intrigued me is the fact that I never thought of using a travel agent because I thought that was just gone, that nobody did that anymore, really, except, if you were super elite and you had a guy, right? Um,
Right.
but but now I'm like, oh my gosh, this could be life changing if we said, hey, we all want to do this. Can you just find us a thing that
Put it
Yeah.
fits these
together.
parameters? So talk about like what's happening in the travel industry and like how easy is it for us to work with you and what is it like what is that cost, I guess?
So it's free. But let's start with this really quick. So back in the day, in the 50s and 60s, travel agents were huge. You didn't really go anywhere without a travel agent because the travel agent was the one that had all the knowledge. We didn't have computers like we do today.
Mm-hmm.
So even in the 70s, we still used travel agents. Beginning 80s, we started to. Then we're getting into the 90s where now more information is prevalent just to the regular person that they kind of fell by the wayside. They were still here, obviously, because they curate experiences and stuff like that. But now it's getting back I think because we're back to before we had no information. Now we have so much information, it's very hard to decipher. You
Mm-hmm.
can go, if you put in Google Paris, you're going to get a gabillion things. So instead, when even you don't even have to have a plan in mind. I actually just booked a trip for my friend. Her and her husband want to go away for their trip for anniversary, and they wanted to go somewhere kind of romantic. So she said Jamaica. I said, let's not really go to Jamaica. How about Costa Rica? And I sent her this plan. It wasn't even on her radar. They're going next month. They loved everything I did.
Awesome.
And it comes down to when you work with a travel agent, it doesn't cost anything. You can call me and say, in May, I want to go to the Caribbean. I don't know what to do. Should I do a cruise? Should I do this?
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a couple ideas. If you even know where you want to go. I specifically want to go here on this day, stay at this hotel. I need a car. That's only one phone call to me versus going online to book your room, to book your hotel, to book your
Right?
car.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I can take that off of you. So you actually don't pay me. I get paid by whoever I'm using, whether I'm using, if you're going to a Hilton, they're paying me. If you're renting a car through Hertz, they're paying me. And that's all because I go in with my number and I can book these things. Can I get you cheaper prices? Sometimes. Can I get you more expensive prices? Sometimes. Sometimes I can get you the exact same price that you can get, but you're going to get a benefit with me. The resort fee might be free. You might get
Mm.
breakfast for two the whole time you're staying there. So they might be these little things, but you didn't have to plan it. You're not paying anyone to plan it, and you get this nice little boost of you got something for free when you're going there just for booking through travel agents.
Mm.
I can VIP you, so I can send an email and say, hey, I've got these clients coming in. You might have something nice waiting for you in your room just for booking through us. um, those things. So it takes the stress off while you get to look at those fun things. So you don't have to plan the travel. You get to look at what you want to do.
Mm.
I can also book the excursions. Um,
Mm.
right now, I just booked a huge trip for someone for Hawaii. They're going multi-island, and we've already booked the rooms, already booked the flights and the car. Now we're booking the excursions. So literally after this phone call, we are getting on a phone call to book all the excursions that I can do. So I put together a
Oh.
list. I know that they're not morning people. They don't want to do anything before 11 o'clock. They don't want to do any long things. I know they don't want to be with a whole lot of people, so it's going to be a small group. So that also ends up working in your favor. Working with a travel agent is I get to know you. I'm not going to make your 8 a.m. flight with two layovers. I'm going to try to do something that I would want, a short flight, short layover, midday. So you still get there at a decent time. So that's
Mm.
the benefits of working with a travel agent.
Oh, that's tremendous. Um, in the past, I've tried to put together little trips. I had twice, I took 9 women up to Chicago for 3 days. Um, After the second time, I thought, I will never do that again. We had a good time, but that's so involved.
It
And
is.
at the time, with us, with women, older women, the whole idea of Uber is very foreign. I'm learning that now, but
Yeah.
we took the train up, got a taxi, and went to those destinations that are something we couldn't walk to or didn't want to
Right.
take our luggage all the way across the city. But it was great fun. But I'm at the age now, and my mental capacity is I would pay people to take care of me with those kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
too difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it can be.
My
It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
yes,
Thankfully, I have one place to go that I can branch off and find you all the things to do. I do group
right.
travel too. I just did 13 to Costa Rica.
Uh-huh.
Um, it is because you're dealing with multiple people, so
Mm-hmm.
you have
Mm-hmm.
to know a lot of
Uh-huh.
stuff. But
Uh-huh.
I'm so proud of you for doing group travel with your females. That's wonderful.
Well,
Yeah.
it was great. It was great. But a couple or 5 years ago, a friend of mine talked about Costa Rica. Costa Rica. He and his wife had been there 3 or 4 times, and I said, out of all your traveling, where would you want to go back to? And he said, Costa Rica. I'd like to live there.
Uh-huh,
And I thought I had no idea. I'd heard of it, but I'd
uh-huh.
heard more about Jamaica. But
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
now I have this desire to go to Costa Rica and check things out there.
it is
Yeah.
beautiful.
What you said about the stress relief of using a travel agent, we're so busy as women doing all the things for everybody. I can't, it has gotten to that point where I'm like, gosh, I just have to take something off my plate. And with you're right, with all the information and all the noise of travel, everything coming at you, and you don't know what the pricing is, you don't know what the parameters are, everything's changing with baggage fees and this and that. And it's so
Right.
confusing that you get so stressed out trying to plan a weekend that it never happens. I mean, literally,
Yeah.
my girlfriends and I can't get off the chopping block because we can't even get started on where we all agree we want to go. Um, so yeah, it's so it's liberating to find out that one, we don't have to pay you
Nope.
because you're basically getting referral fees from the travel
Right.
industry,
Yep.
which is awesome. And that you take such care in like figuring out what what there is to do and how to make it fun and like you said in your bio, magical. Um, it's just it's refreshing because I literally thought the industry had died.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I think a lot of people did. There's
Yeah.
a lot of hybrid hybrid travel coming out now, where we're doing a lot of digital, not just having to have a travel agent brick and mortar place,
Hmm.
because there's Instagram, there's TikTok, there's
Hmm.
Facebook, all these things to help get that information out about those in travel people. So, and I want to make a point. You don't just have to use a travel agent for big things. If you need to go to Chicago tomorrow because you need to go to the design district over there, it's a phone call, and you just say, "Hey, I need to go next week. I want to stay by, downtown. Can you get me there?" That's me too. That's a quick trip.
That's
I just
great.
put it in my parameters. Get your flight, get your car, get you. I don't. You don't even have to get a car. I can get you a ride from the airport to your hotel. I can set all that up too. It doesn't have.
Wow.
Don't use a travel agent just because you think, oh, I need a week and we're traveling to Europe. It's for
Hmm.
everything, and it's
Mm.
literally because all that information is still there, whether you're going to Europe or whether you're going to
Hmm.
Idaho for a convention. It's all the
Mhm.
same information that's out there. So,
Okay.
and travel agents, it's our job. Most of us are doing it. It's not a grind. I do it
Hmm.
because for me, we talked about dopamine. For me, it's a stress reliever for me because I'm traveling. I'm essentially traveling through you. So if it's somewhere I've never been, I'm looking up new things. I'm like, ooh, and I put it in my book. Hey, the trips in Idaho, people should go here. So it's
Uh-huh.
not just a job for a travel agent. Most of us enjoy the heck out of it, and it's fun.
Hmm. Hmm.
Great.
That is great.
Wonderful.
That
It
is great.
is.
I love that because I mean, you get a hit, we get a hit. We're all like
Yep.
we're all getting the good hormones going and raising our serotonin through travel and yeah, it's so true. It's so true. It's cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So with as we age, um, I believe it's more important to travel well into later years from the simple standpoint of
Yeah.
it keeps you active. You're moving more when you travel. It keeps your brain more active because you're in new spaces, you're doing new things, you're seeing new things, so you're creating new neural
Yep.
pathways as you're going through the trip. Um, and you get to gain a new perspective on these places you're visiting and see the world in a different way that may change how you think about things, which again is all leading to wonderful stuff that is completely tried or true pillars of longevity. The more you go, the more you see, the more you do, the more you move, the longer you live, the better you live. Um, I have a couple friends who are in their 80s and they just did another cruise, and it to them cruising is like it's their happy place. And so they get to
Yep.
go and they get to experience new things and see stuff and then they're like joyful the whole time. And they came back and they were so refreshed at 83. Bob's like, yeah, this is great. I love it. We had so much fun. We danced, we drank, we did this, we saw this, and so for me, it's kind of like a one of those health tools is travel because it really
Yep.
can impact your life.
Mhm.
One of the other things I'd like to mention, all the things you said are true. It's the joy, the hope, the anticipation, the learning new things, eating, drinking, tasting, seeing, smelling, all new things, all creates extra neuropaths, right?
Hmm.
To
Yep.
hope, to confidence.
Hmm.
The main thing is a confidence builder, because as we age, we go through all these lives. We've taken care of the house, we take care of our husbands, the kids, our spouses, the dogs, cleaning the house, taking care of our careers. So as we get older, we've encountered loss or divorce or menopause or any other life-changing events, that traveling as an older person also helps create that confidence of, I can do this.
That's
Because
right. It
sometimes the
does.
world starts crushing us and we think, oh my gosh, I can't do that. I don't know how to navigate Uber. I've never used it before. Don't let that stop you, because as soon as you go somewhere and you're using public transportation that you've maybe never used before. You might have had to ask somebody, but you ask somebody, or you now have the Uber app because your travel agent told you, download the Uber app. You can use it anywhere you go, or Lyft for whatever country you might be in. But it builds confidence. So when you come home, you have a new sense of hope, a new sense of vigor for life. So you want to keep living, and which translates to everything. And then confidence, which as you age, we lose confidence in everything, from everything. So it's a huge, travel is beneficial in so many ways, from starting to planning to getting home. Life Travel is life changing.
Yes.
I love that.
Wonderful.
Mom, do you think that that's true? Have you seen that as far as the confidence waning as you age?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like immediately it begins, and then you go, wow, how did I ever do the job I used to do? What helped me to be confident and on track? And I think as you begin to set some of those things aside because you're not using them intentionally, you do begin to, your brain goes sloppy. So even this last trip, I spent 4 weeks in Florida, and my part of my strength in being down there was touching base with April and Travis about every weekend. I'd bring my dirty clothes and I'd go to their house. I felt like a college student.
It felt like that to us.
I bet it did. But, I stayed at different facilities and had different groups of friends come and join me. Um, and after that, it was like, I still got it. I can still do those things. Um, but I also recognized some things. I had a tough winter this winter. I stayed in a lot more than normal, and I sat around a lot more than normal. So I'm at the airport. I always go to the counter. Check my baggage and make it very simple on myself. And I wear sensible clothing and sensible shoes because I want to feel my best and be in control. And I don't want sloppy sandals or whatever, twisting the ankles, whatever. But anyway, after I walked from the check-in, checking my bags, to my gate, I thought, oh, what happened? What has happened to me? And it was like, I got to do something now because it was tough to get that distance. Now, I did have one piece of luggage with me and I had to carry it because it was a small bag. But finally, when I got to where I was going, and after a few days, I found myself regaining some of that because now I'm using it. I'm not sitting at home and walking from room to room or outside to get the mail or whatever. You're really walking somewhere. But I did also notice when I came home and I was going from the gate to baggage claim, it was very difficult again. And I had on tennis shoes, good shoes. And I thought, okay, it's just a matter of you get your body in shape and in tone and all that stuff again. So
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah. I mean, well, and that's the thing. When you have a sedentary lifestyle, then you do have to retrain. You do have to use your
Yes.
muscles and strengthen those and strengthen and get your flexibility back in working order. And that is what travel is good for, because you will walk everywhere. Like, I mean,
Yes.
you could just meander all day in New York and not ever,
Yes.
like realize how many steps you've walked.
Yeah.
Um, it's incredible. I when I first went to Europe, I went to England first because I thought, okay, my foray into other cultures should be into somewhere where I can still speak the language first off, and before I travel to all the other countries. And that first day after I had been there and, checked in and slept for the night, that first day, I literally walked like, I don't even know. My feet were so swollen, and I was in my 20s. So I had walked all over London and had no idea about the tube. Like, had
Oh,
not thought one iota about taking the subway, which there is called the tube. And I walked everywhere. And when I got back and I was halfway crippled, I walked into the place I was staying, and the guy's like, "What is going on?" And I said, "Oh, I went here and I went here and I went here and I went here." And he was like, "And you walked?" And I was like, "Yeah. Yeah, it was so crazy. It was so far." And he was like, "We have a thing called the tube here." So, yes, I quickly got a foray into to how to use the public transportation, which is awesome. But to the point, when you're traveling, you are walking because you're just exploring, and you just kind of lose track of your steps and where you are, and if you're not conditioned, you can injure yourself or tire out, and then you're stuck. So yeah, I think that's a valid point. When you notice it,
I think
you got
it's
to get back at it.
huge for people to talk about this, because if for another reason, having a travel agent that would think of all these things, and
Yeah.
you know, who knew? It's
Right.
perfect for people.
So this might be silly, and obviously I can't do this with all my clients, but I have a client here who a lot of the clients that I have are from the design world, because that was my day job. So I'm actually going to her house next week to help her pack for her 2-week trip in Spain and Italy. I'm going to her house, we're packing, because I can do a 2-week trip in Europe in a carry-on.
Oh,
At this
awesome.
age? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Oh God,
I love it.
Now
That's
wait a minute.
huge.
If we go to Disney, my car is full. But that's because I know that all my stuff is in my car. I'm bringing my pillow. I might wear this outfit, or I might wear this outfit, where if I'm
Right.
traveling overseas, I don't want to buy anything. I'm larger, so
Yes.
most countries don't carry my size, especially shoes. It's so hard to find shoes in Europe. And I've had that experience where I needed to buy shoes in Europe because I did something silly, and I bought new shoes, and I wore them a little bit, but I didn't wear them enough for the amount of walking that you do, that my shoe got big.
Oh my
Yes.
So I ended up having to go to a cobbler, and he built this little thing to stick in my toe so that my foot would stop coming out. But I actually went to a cobbler in Europe, so that's the story. But yes, packing is also
That's
a
great.
thing. Packing is huge.
Yes.
If you can pack,
Yes.
and here's the other thing. I was traveling as a single female, and I know that I'm going to get on the tube. I'm going to get on a train, because I'm going to go from Rome to Florence on the train, and then to my hotel. I don't want to have to lug 5 suitcases
Right.
with me. And I knew I wanted to be control of myself. So I packed it in one little suitcase. And then on my way home, I only bought little souvenirs in the little offshoots that I went that would fit in my suitcase. And then my last stop, I actually bought at one of the little fairs like a zippered duffel bag, and I put all my dirty clothes in there, and then put all my souvenirs that I ended up buying into my regular suitcase. That way, I knew the suitcase at least would make it the duffel bag if it got thrown around. It didn't matter.
Yes.
Right.
So
Awesome.
as well as
Smart.
planning travel, but packing is also important too.
Oh,
And that's
absolutely.
fun. I find it
Yes.
Oh, it's so much fun. I love to
Yes.
Jenga a bag, I'm like, how much can I get in here? It's so much fun.
Oh, that's wonderful. So where shall the three of us go together? Where do you want to go, girls?
Well, we know that
Costa
April needs to
Rica.
go to Costa Rica with her friend.
Yeah, right. Everybody,
Yes, that's
everybody
right.
needs to go
That's
to
right.
Costa Rica.
Everybody needs to go
Let's
to
do
Costa
it.
Rica.
Yeah. Okay. I'm in.
There you go.
So, Mom, you're taking your first European trip this
Yes.
September.
Yes, my very
You've
first.
never been to Europe before?
No,
Mm-mm.
no.
Where are you going?
London. It's a tour. Let's see. It's
It's a
called
tour
Go
group.
Ahead Tours.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go
Oh,
to
cool.
London and then Ireland and Scotland, and then back to London for 3 or 4 more days just to actually tour a little bit more and
Nice.
experience some things. So yeah,
Can I say one point that I want to bring up? So I
Yes.
yes,
love, Sherry, that you travel with a group of ladies. They are your friends that you're traveling with. There are actually tour groups that are for single ladies to travel together. So
Ah.
that way, so you might be at home older thinking, I want to go, but I don't want to go by myself.
right,
Not because you want to walk around necessarily with people, but you don't want to do the traveling by yourself. You don't want to
yes,
be having to navigate alone. There are
yes,
actually tours that
uh-huh.
take single women together. You don't know each other, and that
Yes,
way you just feel safer as camaraderie. We're women together,
Hmm.
so they
yes,
have
I
those
love
as
that.
well.
Love
Even if
that.
you don't have friends that you want to
Yes,
travel with, you can still go to those places with a travel group.
that is so
That's
wonderful.
Yeah,
that is so
That's really
great.
wonderful. Yes,
Well,
and they have
it
single
helps.
women, aged and young. So you could do
yeah.
both. If you're like, I don't want to be with a bunch of 20-year-olds because
Why
they're going to want to do different things than
not?
I'm going to want to do. So
Uh-huh.
you can travel with your age group if you want to.
Yes, yes.
But if you're an old club rat, maybe you do want to go
That's
with
right.
the older
Yeah,
girls.
maybe you
I
do.
mean, club up. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
that
Well,
is a
that's
really
that's
good
awesome
point.
because just like to speak to safety,
Yes.
you know, travel can be a little worrisome
Hmm.
to some, but as someone who's traveled a lot, it is super safe. But if you have that kind of like I'm uncertain, then going with a group of women,
Yeah,
it's intentional. It's set up to be a safe place. So
Yes. That's
the
great.
tour company itself is like, I am taking care of all of you.
right,
You're together, and together you'll go as a posse, coven, chick, whatever,
right.
and you're going to travel together and safer. Um, can you speak to maybe, well, I want to get back to mom's trip too, because that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
But can you speak to safety and how you go about, like, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. A lot of different places have a lot of different warnings and
Yes.
this and that. How do you kind of keep it safe for people who are worried about that?
So as a travel agent, we get weekly worldly news of what's coming up. Be careful. Like when the um, when the floods were happening in Hawaii, we were getting
Mm,
emails like, for your clients, if they're over here, tell them to go here, get in touch with them. Here's the numbers to call. So
mm,
as a travel agent, they are on top of it and letting us know, hey, this is going
Wonderful.
on. You need to get in contact with your clients or
okay.
those kind of things. As a person who just travels, as a person, maybe you don't want to use a travel agent because you still like to do the hunt. That's fine. Always know where the U.S. consulate is. Always, 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 always. And if you're in another country,
Mm,
know where your country's consulate is in the place that you're going. Have a
mm,
copy of your driver's license, a copy of your passport in your email that you know the password to, that you could
mhm.
go to any computer, log in, and pull that picture up. So that way, if
Okay.
your bags ever get stolen, because that happens all of the time,
Hmm.
we can all try to be prepared, but it happens all the time because they look for
Hmm.
tourists. So at least you'll have that and can get home. You need to notify your bank. Notify your bank a month before. Notify your bank 2 weeks before. Notify day 5, day 4, day 3, day 2, day 1 that you're going to another country because usually there's a time difference and you don't want to be stuck over there. It happened to me. Stuck over there where your bank denies charges and you're like,
Mm,
I'm sorry, I don't have enough money to cover
right.
this. So that's
Right.
not fun. And then
Mm-mm.
other little things where don't keep things in your back pocket because if you are on the tube or
Hmm.
the subway,
Hmm.
whatever,
Pickpocket.
pickpocket's gonna touch your butt. They're gonna
Hmm.
grab stuff out of your butt.
Hmm.
So you want to keep things in your front pocket. And they also have um, like little fanny packs that
Mm-hmm.
don't stick out of your clothes. They go under your clothes. So you
Mm-hmm.
could keep your driver's license, a couple of credit cards, maybe some money hidden in that pouch that's
Mm-hmm.
against your body. So you kind of in your head, you're like, oh, I still feel it. It's there.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of, you know, don't go with blingy jewelry. Don't be
Mm-hmm.
flashy. Don't say, oh my gosh, look, don't you want to steal these gorgeous necklaces from me?
Yeah. Look at my
And
large
really,
diamonds.
Yeah.
if you can get away with not carrying a purse, don't carry a purse or carry a crossbody. But they
Mm-hmm.
make ones now that are specifically made for travel.
Mm-hmm.
I know this sounds scary. We're talking about scary things. So we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about the bad eventualities. I don't want people not to travel because you're like, see, you're talking about all the bad stuff. No, these are possibilities. They make crossbody bags where the strap is anti cut, where
Mm-hmm.
people can't come behind you and cut it off your body. So
Mm-hmm.
buy one of those. If you just buy a couple of things, then you're good. Also,
Mm-hmm.
on your phone, everybody's phone, you can update your cell phone plan to have an international plan, even if it's just for a week, 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Usually your cell phone will do that.
Yep.
If not, you can do it as an add-on just for a short period of time.
Mm-hmm.
And then on your phone, you can download maps of the area that you're going, so that God forbid you're in an area that your phone isn't working or the Wi-Fi isn't coming up great, that you can't see the map. You have the map downloaded on your phone already, so you could
That's great.
walk. And number one is pay attention to your surroundings. Just
Mm-hmm.
pay attention to your surroundings. Every major city you're going to go to is going to have some sort of person that is targeting tourists. Whether it's to get you to buy stuff that you don't want,
Mm-hmm.
they
Yeah.
put a bracelet on your arm and now you have to give me money, that kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
to stealing your bag or stealing your passport.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, that's usually the worst of what happens to tourists.
Right.
Usually,
Right.
I'm saying. But you got to just pay attention. You do got to pay attention to your surroundings
Mm-hmm.
because you are somewhere else, and it can be hard to do, especially when we're in awe looking at things that we've never
Mm-hmm.
seen before. But don't not go. Don't not go. You need to
Yeah.
go.
I think that's the superpower that women have, though, is we always pay attention to what is happening around us
Yeah.
from birth because we're prey. I mean, I hate to
Yep.
say it that way, but we
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
prey. And we have that innate ability to see without having to see, like
Right.
you'll
Yeah.
notice different things. If something's off, you'll get a gut feeling and you'll be like, all right, that doesn't look good. I'm going to go this way.
Right.
Or this person is too close. I'm going to move, which is something that happens to women all the time. So just use those innate abilities that we have grown up with and understand how to use, and that'll get you far, for sure. Also, I want to add, and I don't know if um, this is still a thing, but when I was traveling a lot when I was younger, I would check the CDC travel site to make sure of what vaccinations I needed when I was going to places, what they recommended, and just to kind of know, like if you needed, like if you're going to
Yep.
Africa and if you're going to different countries that you're, maybe exposed to things, they'll tell you if you need certain vax
Right.
before you go.
Yeah. Yeah. There are very few countries that needs to actually happen at. Those are going to be
Hmm.
your Africa,
Hmm.
your underserved countries
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
are going to be there. So if
Yeah.
you're going there, you already know you have to pay attention to certain things. Um,
True.
the the CDC and I believe is it travel? I think it might be travel.gov. Honestly,
Hmm.
travelgo.gov, something like that.
Yeah.
Usually will give you the updates of this is a red country, don't go here. This is orange, be very cautious. This
Hmm.
is yellow,
Hmm.
the caution is low, but still be aware. And then you have your, green, all good to go kind of countries. They label those out for you
Hmm.
because there are warnings out there in this day and age, period. Um,
Hmm.
you
Yeah.
always,
There are a
when you go
lot.
somewhere, you've got to
There are
be
a lot right
cognizant
now.
of
Hmm.
the unrest that's there. Twice when I was in Paris,
Hmm.
there was the yellow armbands.
Hmm.
They were having like mini riots. They weren't doing anything
Yeah.
to tourists or anything like that, but it's just trying to be cognizant of that.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, just be aware. Be a aware traveler. That alone is going to change and stretch your cognitive abilities just to kind of like research that kind of stuff and understand
Yeah.
that before you go. But yeah, that's for sure a safety factor too, especially right now. I hate to say.
Yeah, and
Um,
travel agents usually will know those things too. If you need your vaccination, usually when I book a travel, honestly, at the bottom of the page it'll say traveler aware. Like for the Costa Rica thing, traveler aware, be cautious, and it usually will have a couple of like informational things at the bottom,
that's
Good.
good.
just to know.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So back to mom's trip. I
Yes.
did buy her for Christmas a crossbody bag that is a one strap. It's all built in, so there's no like latch that you can't cut, and it has the block for the magnetic
The
scanners.
RFID. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. So she's got that, and it's nice and flat. It'll lie flat against her instead of being
Yep.
bulbous and like a big
Uh-huh.
purse. The zippers are hidden. Like there's pockets for everything. So yeah,
Good.
she's prepared from that angle.
Yeah,
Good.
I just
Yes,
hope I can
you're
get
ready.
it unfastened by myself.
You just gotta take it over your head, lady.
Okay, I got it now. No,
On
it
your
is
trip on the
wonderful.
plane, make sure you
Yes.
take make sure you wear compression socks.
Yes.
Okay, I got
Yes.
some of those. I have 3 daughters, and every one of them really came through at Christmas. I'm going to have all kinds
Getting
of
you ready
things.
for your trip.
Yes,
Yeah.
right.
Well, two of us have traveled a lot, and well, not maybe not Emily's not a lot, but I've traveled to Europe several times. So we're pretty aware of like things, and then Julie is like super cautious, and she's traveled a little bit in Mexico and Hawaii and stuff like that, but and the islands. So we've got some good experience there, but I think it's great because you're going to places that's an easy entrance into Europe.
Yeah.
Just from a first timer standpoint, it's really, there's some oddball things over there that are different, like different words mean different things and some crazy stuff, but it's all pretty, it's pretty easy to be a
Yeah, it's an
traveler
easy
and
transition. Yeah.
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So, Mom, you will probably need to condition yourself before you go because tour groups tend to walk a lot.
I'm aware of that, yes. So
Hmm.
I've been working at that. I started
Yeah.
to do a little walking yoga, very
Oh,
little, but
Ooh.
okay.
the plan is there.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, you got several months to go, so
yes, I
you've
do,
got some
but
time there.
yeah,
At least
I'm
you don't
looking
have to
forward
learn
to
a
it.
different language. I mean,
True, because that would be impossible for me.
unless you want to earn, you could learn Gaelic or something like that when you're over in Ireland.
Oh my.
Start talking with a brogue. I mean, it'll be great.
By the time you come home, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
right. Oh,
You're gonna have
shoot.
so much fun. Make sure
Yeah.
you have some hand sanitizer to put on your lips after you kiss the Blarney Stone.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have decided I probably shouldn't be kissing that Blarney Stone. First of all,
You
you
can
have
just
to
get
reach
near
out.
it.
And,
Just get near it.
okay.
Yeah. Just
You know,
Air kiss.
yeah. Okay. But I like the hand sanitizer. That's a great idea.
That's a good idea. Yeah, right on the lips. And then you're gonna
Yep.
need some moisturizer because that's gonna dry out.
Okay, I think I'm
Make
making
a
notes
list.
for
Make a
packing.
Well, so just so you know, listener, Courtney has an Instagram account and a TikTok account under Closet Traveler. I'll put that in the notes of the podcast episode and also a link to her travel site so that you can go on and book an appointment
Good.
if you want to get started with her.
Thank you.
And let's just chat about Closet Traveler. So Courtney was trying to come up with a name for her travel persona, and she is an amazing closet designer, a luxury closet designer. And so we were talking about all these things, and she was, like AI, all the options, right? But Closet Traveler is like the best. because now anyone who travels with her as their travel agent can now take pictures of the closets where you stay and then send them to Courtney, or
Oh,
post it and tag Courtney, and she can start amassing this super fun closet travel persona.
oh,
Yeah,
fun.
yeah,
That's
it's been
great.
it's a really cool name. It's really awesome. And
Oh,
you can like go on there. She has tips and tricks and like videos of different places. There's a lot of Disney, FYI, because that's my favorite.
that's great.
And yes, she's the one and only person who's like, we have to do Disney. And I'm like, oh, really?
Yeah, I'm
But
trying to get her to
may
go, Sherry.
Okay, good.
someday
She
when
needs
I'm
to do
weak,
that. Real weak moment, huh?
a weak moment, then you'll get me.
Oh.
But yeah, so there's a lot of things. There's things for moms. There's things for ladies who travel alone. There's things for groups. She's got a little bit of everything on there. And
That's wonderful.
yeah, it's so amazing all of the things you've already planned for people, and how, I mean, I've heard nothing but amazing reviews. And yeah, it's really, I think for me, now that I have the option and I understand how travel agency works this day and age, um, I'm gonna use Courtney, because why
Me
not? I
too.
don't want the headache of trying to figure it all out, trying to jostle around like all the changing
Right.
stuff in the travel sphere. I mean,
Right.
you literally can be like, here's my budget, here's what I'm thinking,
Yep,
Uh-huh.
go.
Uh-huh.
exactly. Here's the
I
That
mean,
dates. Yep.
sounds wonderful.
yeah, I love
Yeah.
it. I love it.
I do too. I do too.
How early should someone start working with you, or can it be a last minute thing?
Yeah, it can be a last minute thing. Um, I did one last week who said, I forgot to book it. I'm going on Tuesday. Can you do it? They didn't have time. They were going to be on in the car all day, so they didn't have time
Oh.
to book it. I did.
Oh.
I booked a plane, the hotel, and a car.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my
And it was only for a
goodness.
2 day trip. It wasn't like it was 5 day. It was a 2 day work trip. They just forgot that they had to go there. Yeah.
Oh. That's
That's
awesome.
amazing. That is
So I
Yeah.
amazing.
have the capability to do it on my phone. Obviously, I prefer to do it on my computer just because
Sure.
I see all the big stuff. But yeah, I can do it right on my phone.
Good.
Oh,
It's
that's
really
Very
cool.
awesome.
good.
I love it. I love it.
I
Well,
do
that's
too.
cool. Um,
hmm
yeah. Do you have any other questions, Mom, for Courtney?
No, other than getting her phone number and things like that, because oh, you just make it sound so much easier.
Yeah.
And
Right?
when you get to a certain age, you need easy. You need that easier.
I
It's too
want to keep
much.
traveling. I think traveling is important.
Mhm.
I didn't
Yes.
start traveling abroad until I was later in life. I think I was mid 30s, late 30s.
Oh, wow.
Was the first time that I actually went out of the country.
Okay.
Um, and I went, it was myself and my 14-year-old son and my sister. And I was the one who
Uh,
picked everything, traveled everything. I also want to say you don't have to, a lot of people wait for the right
right.
time to get married, the right time to have a baby, the right time to travel for
Mhm.
whatever.
hmm
Don't wait. It's never going to be the right time. Just do
Right.
it. You don't need to save up $10,000 in order to go. My first trip, I saw that the plane tickets were cheap, so I bought the plane tickets. 2 weeks later on payday, I got my hotel. 2 more weeks
Okay.
later on payday, I bought an excursion. So you don't have to. I mean, some people couldn't handle that pressure
Right.
of
Mhm.
Right.
me doing that. But I know that I like controlled chaos, so I was fine with it. But I knew that I
Right.
would never be able to get the $10,000 that I wanted to
Right.
have.
Right.
It
Mhm.
just
That's
was never
right.
going to happen. So therefore, that travel was never going to happen. So break it up into
Yeah.
little bites.
That's
And
Mhm.
great.
you don't have to um, plan things super far out. So you don't have to do a year from now. Hawaii is best 2 to 6 weeks. That's the best time to plan your travel because you're going to get your plane tickets cheaper because
Mm.
that is the only place that plane is going. So they are trying to
Right.
fill
Mhm.
up their seats now. I got
Oh.
plane
Mm.
tickets
Smart.
within 3 weeks for $500 round trip. Where if we try to book you right now, if you want to
What?
go in 6 to 8 months, it's like $1,800.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh. And
See,
you'd think it'd
yeah,
be
tricks of
the
the trade.
opposite. Yes,
yeah,
that's right.
Oh,
yeah.
oh my gosh.
Oh,
Whoa.
golly.
So yeah, so this is why you want to work with Courtney because
Yeah.
hello, I mean
Yes,
$500 round trip, that's amazing.
it
Yeah,
is.
Oh
it was
Lordy.
economy. Just saying, it was economy,
Well,
but it was a five hundred
sure.
dollar trip.
Well, right. That's right.
Right.
It got you there.
Yeah.
I have actually gone on planes where I have gotten on, it's a night flight. I'll go change into my like stretchy pants, sweats in the bathroom. That is a contortionist nightmare. But I'll change into comfy pants, go and then have a comfy time at night and then go back and change into my travel clothes again just to kind of give it, my body a little break and be a
Mhm.
little comfortable. I'll also take an Avion spritzer for my face to give myself a
Ah,
little more moisture because it sucks all the moisture out. That air is dry, dry, dry.
I bring a face mask
So yeah, face
and I
masks
put
are
it on.
great.
Yeah, one of those little $2 face masks from
Hmm.
oh,
Laneige or whatever, because it's the
Yes.
extra moisture one, and I put that on. So I have a routine right before I'm getting off when I know, like 2 hours from now, we're gonna start descending, going down, whatever. I will. I always have a pair of panties in my bag that I change into,
oh,
a
that's
different
good.
shirt, one
That's
of those
good.
toothbrushes that you don't need water for.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
Oh,
eye
I
drops,
travel with those.
and a little thing of hand lotion and face lotion because they're both different. Because you need the lotion for your arms and your hands,
Oh
and
yeah.
then I have face lotion too.
Hmm.
okay.
But again, and deodorant, a little deodorant, and that way I'm cleaning up. I'm putting new panties on, changing my shirt, and
Hmm.
doing my hair, and putting the lotion on and everything. So that way I'm also refreshed because traveling is
Yes.
also hard on you. From
Hmm.
it can be stressful because you got to know where you're going. The
Hmm.
first time I went to London and I didn't know that they didn't give you your gates ahead of time, and I was like, "Wait, what
Yeah.
do you mean? Where am I supposed to go? What do I do?" That was
Oh,
Yeah.
stressful, but bringing all of those things, and then plus I'm tired, and when I get
Hmm.
overly tired I get overly stupid, and I hate being stupid. I need my brain,
yes.
so I need to do that little refresh because I do not sleep
Uh-huh.
on a plane. I cannot, no matter what. I try to
Yeah.
not. I do not sleep on a plane. Yeah,
Yeah.
so you got to refresh before you get off.
You do. You
Right.
do. It'll make you feel better. And one last thing before we break from this conversation, because we could talk all day on this.
Right.
When you are given the option of taking the salty snack and or sugary snack, don't do it because that is going to add to the inflammation of your body while you're on that flight. Take food that you can take through or buy it when you're there, nuts, dried fruits. Make sure the nuts are not salted. Dried fruits, any kind of like dried fruit, like fruit roll-ups, but real ones,
Fruit
not
leathers.
the yeah,
The
fruit
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 leather.
leather,
Hmm.
stuff like that. Take that with you. Drink lots of water. Lots of water. Also, you can ask for mineral water. It'll probably be sparkling. So if you're not a sparkle person, you're gonna have to suck it up. But that'll help you replenish your electrolytes while you're on the flight. You really want to set yourself up for success because that inflammation that you get from flying such a long distance is a real deal. And you could be walking around with swelled up elephant ankles for
Yeah.
days if you don't kind of get yourself into a good place nutritionally
Okay.
and hydrated and the compression socks. So,
Good.
yeah,
Yeah, you can bring a water bottle with you. You just can't have it
you
full
can.
when you come through security. But once you get
Okay.
past that, most airports have those fillers. But bring
Yep.
your own water bottle because
Yep.
when
Okay.
you're sitting there, they give you that little glass this big of
Yeah.
water,
Yes.
um,
Yes.
Right.
and you need to keep drinking. And
Hmm.
where are you going to put it? You either have to sit it on your tray and hope that no
Hmm.
one else gets up for your duration,
Hmm.
or you have to hurry up and drink it so that you don't have to hold it in your hand. Versus if you bring your own water bottle.
Right.
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 Right. Great.
Yeah. We travel with our water bottles all the time because of that reason, because we want to be hydrated and we don't want to have to wait on someone to give us water.
Right.
You just always need to know that you need to pop your top when you're taking off and landing because of the pressure.
Oh,
Right.
So,
Because it
so
goes boop.
it's,
okay.
Yep.
yep, it's better just to
Okay.
have the little thing up so
Yep.
it'll air out and rise and
Okay.
fall with the pressure of the plane. But yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise,
So I actually have a cross-body carrier for my water bottle. That I don't have to, and in that it has a little pocket of where, so because I don't carry it first, you can put your lip balm and a little hand sanitizer right in the carrier.
Oh,
smart.
great.
So smart. So smart. Yep,
Yeah.
I love it. Well, thanks, Courtney. This has been so amazing. And so, key takeaways, ladies, keep traveling. It's good for you. It's good for your brain. It's good for your body. It's good for your soul. You know, even if you have to go it alone, there are groups for that. There are opportunities. And hello, use a travel agent, for God's
Yes.
sake. Quit trying to figure it out for yourself. Just let somebody else do it. Take a little stress off and be done.
You got me. I'm
Thanks for
doing
having me.
Thank you, Courtney,
Thanks
so
for
much. It was
Thanks
wonderful.
for coming on. Yeah, it was
Yes.
so good. All right,
Yeah,
so how we
it
end
was.
every episode is with a little bit of a ciao, baby.
Ciao, baby.
Ciao, baby.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. We hope to see you again next time for Things Mom Never Said, Secrets to Aging Well. We'll be back, so set your calendars, set your alarms, get ready, get set, follow, subscribe, and don't miss a beat.